can say that with some pretty strong certainty that will, in fact, breed resentment and contempt. Just my thought. Now, wail away if you want to, Mustang. I mean, go on ahead. I mean, stake your claim, man. Swing, Goliath.
There was so much passion in there. And I was like, dude, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to talk anymore. But.
No, it's open forum. I mean, it's my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying this is gospel. I'm just saying I'm going to be real. If you're not, if the wife, there are some women who feel that it is not an obligation. They get into the marriage and they say, you, the man, are responsible for meeting, providing, ministering, addressing, fixing. They got a long laundry list of things they're supposed to do. That the man is supposed to do. They got their honey-do list. What do you think the honey-do list is from men to women? And what if they're not doing, what if they're choosing not to do that? Do you then have the right to say, hey, you know what, you're not living up to your deal, so you know what, I'm not going to pay that bill today? No, you still go on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fix your tire. I'm going to leave your butt out there in the rain. You change your own damn tire. I mean, excuse my French, but I'm just saying. No, really. I was like, wait a minute. You need me when your situation gets rough, but I can't need you when my situation getting rough. Come on now. I think we got to be a little fairer now. I mean, I'm putting it out there.
I agree. Here's my dude. Man, that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is real, man. This is real. We talking about some feelings. That's what I'm talking about. For me, this is what I feel like. Okay, so for me, it's that root cause. You know what I mean? It's definitely that root cause. It's the root cause of your problem. Like, okay, so somebody may sit there and look at you and judge you from the outside. Dude, I can't believe you cheated on your spouse. What's going on with you? You're crazy. You're stupid. You're an idiot. I don't understand why, but you haven't got to the root cause. What's the root cause? Well, the root cause is I tried. I attempted, for years, for months, for days, for weeks, sure. Whatever it is. I attempted. And this person would not reciprocate. But on the same token, let's take that back to the root cause for this young lady, whoever she is. Now, of course, I did not live this, so I cannot speak to your specific situation. However, what is her root cause? All right. Well, I don't know. There's a million different excuses. Maybe her root cause was she was just a bad person. Okay. That's actual root cause. Hey, I'm selfish. I want what I want. That's a very strong possibility. But then in case of us married couples that we know our spouse is not a bad person, they're genuine. I mean, if you left her and I'd like to think to myself, you're a good guy. That was a big reason.
Well, I'm going to comment. I never cheat. I want to make a comment actually clear, so that it's so. Before you make a comment, okay. I want to make two things clear. Number one, I never cheated on any woman. I've never cheated on any woman. So that's the first thing. Number two is I never put another person in the situation to leave for.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and I'm glad you made that clear because no, I had no idea. I would have definitely assumed that. So I'm glad you said that, and to everybody, hey, he's a good guy. So, but no, honestly, I just been silly. But honestly, man, but for those guys that are out there, because yes, I've had that feeling. Now I have never done that either. But I had that feeling. A few times when I was like, hey, would you like to be together? Would you like to get together? Oh, I got a headache. The typical answers. We can all name them. We can name them for each other. We can give each other the names of the excuses, and we've never even been in the same room together. I've got a headache. Oh, I'm tired.
Oh, the kids did this today.
Oh, work stressed me out. Well, I'll still be here when you're done. So anyway, but all that's, I mean, hey, anyway, obviously on one of our previous episodes, shameless plug, on our previous episodes, I think she was having a stressed out day and she texted to me or something like that. And I don't know if I had a bath ready for her. No, I had done something as like cleaning the kitchen or cleaning, I think I cleaned the kitchen and maybe cleaned the living room. I think I had gotten her son ready, like put his clothes on. Okay, this tells you how often I don't do it because when she came home and she heard those things were done, I told her the first two things. She's like, oh my gosh, you got this done? She's like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And I was like, oh, by the way, your son's dressed too. She's like, you're so hot right now. But see, when my wife just walks in the room, I'm like, you're so hot right now. If she gets out the shower, you're so hot right now. If she gets done, but for her, me getting out the shower, she's not like, ooh, yeah, gimme. That's not her. When I get done cleaning outside, that's not her. But when I get done doing something that's a task for her that maybe would be difficult or it's another thing she can check off her list, or 3, 4, 5 things she can check off her list. Man, you are so fun right now. Dang, you look good. I would just throw you in that room and do you. You're amazing. What? Wait a minute. Let me stop. You're telling me that all I have to do is put my son's clothes on or get up in the morning, cook you breakfast or make coffee, and you'll be cool with doing this with me on a regular basis. We don't have to argue. Your head's not going to hurt. You're making this pact with me right now. I mean, yeah, you're going to do that. To me, it's almost like, dude, not only is this an even trade, but I'm happy to do it with you. Or for you. So that's how, and I may end up bringing my wife on here to talk, one day, maybe not, figure out what's going on with that and talk about it. But, but one of those, long story short, I figured out that in response to that, there's a deeper issue for us. Hey guys, I didn't do this, that, or the other because of this. And there's a deeper issue for them. I didn't feel like doing this that night because of this, that, or the other. Every time I get up, he's grabbing my boobs. He's slapping my butt. Every time I walk in the room, he's grabbing my boobs, slapping my butt, and asking for sex. I just need time to not have him ask about sex and for him to actually do something attractive for me to actually want to be with him.
Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate again. You know?
I know.
All right. So, yeah.
Come on, Kurt.
But I want to say this one thing. Yeah. And here's this one thing. Yeah, that house is attractive, no? I mean, yeah, right. I'm doing something there, right? You know, that food you ate for dinner, that was attractive, right? You know, is that attractive? You know, is your belly full? Okay. Is that attractive? Nice? How about that lawn mowed? Yeah. Was that pretty attractive? How about that? You know?
How about that? See, wait a minute. Hold on. Now, mind you, hold on. Now, if I came home and my wife had mowed the whole lawn, I'm feeling some type of way. What, you want to have a day off? 2 days off? Sex? Hey, that's worth it. You mow my lawn? How many days you want off? If you mow the lawn, you know what I mean? Or you make X amount for a week or two and let me chill at home? Hey, that whole week you had a whole 2 weeks. But you know what I mean? But anyway, so I mean, I think I think we both have our own sets of those kinds of things, but I think it's that yin and yang. I think a lot of the times we're trying to pull from the yin side, like, don't you find this attractive? Don't you think this is cool? Don't you think that, and they're trying to pull from the yang side. Well, what about this? What about this? And I've got to pull from the yang side, and she's got to pull from the yin side, or whichever.
Sure. BA, go ahead, man. Didn't mean to cut in on you there. I just had to vent. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
It's all right. We don't want you to vent too much, Kurt. You might explode. But
go ahead, man.
But as my thoughts are coming into my head, I just wanted to share this point of, and this may could be a show in the future, but a lot of people always talk about the one. That's the big deal in a lot of relationships, and I believe that's the big deal why a lot of relationships don't work out, is because of people see the one. They think it's the one. They only grasp the idea of that person being the one. And as I say that, I'm not going to get into that anymore, but in my personal opinion, there is not a such thing as the one because, and there's a lot of other details to this, but once you find the lady that you want to team up with, that, you mix and match in areas and you become that husband and wife, you're a team. And you're guiding that team because more than anything, you're the head coach. Your wife is there as your assistant. Because, as we have kids, we got to bring them up. We got to do everything that a coach does. We got to write down these plays. We got to do things of how the house should run. How all the expectations as they grow older from, them going to school, getting them to school, from, so many other things that, I know we're probably running short on time, so I won't get into all those. But as I say that, with the team concept, is you've got to be a team and teach your kids how to be a team because that's going to continue on.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut across. I think your point is well made that, the approach hasn't got to be meet my needs, me, which is egocentric. I think there is a balance where this notion of team members and working in tandem as equals is critical to success. And I think that goes without saying, but I guess on a talk show, you kind of have to say it. Are we letting ourselves become vulnerable in our relationships because of our choice not to communicate our needs? I think NOLA has been very open that there needs to be communication on these issues. I think Mustang has working as a team, which BA was increasing our understanding on that, but being a servant and sharing your the burdens that are oftentimes on the plates of our spouses may make their burden lighter and being attentive to their needs. And I think that those are very, very good points. I do want to say also that just to reiterate what we in our previous session, we talked about setting good boundaries. We talked about setting communication in place so that we understand the expectations clearly before we make decisions. And for those of you who are considering long-term relationships, there absolutely has to be questioning so that where the expectation, you voice your expectation and you receive information from your significant other. That being said, when it comes to voicing your needs, I think that we've really established the importance of voicing your needs. We might do it in different ways. I think that we have to be careful about being very supportive of our spouses and working as team members with them, not making them objects, to build and cultivate a relationship. We also have to be mindful, which Mustang pointed out, that you don't know where the other person's coming from. Again, that involves communication, because there can be issues of abuse, not just neglect, but issues of abuse that can result in behaviors that are less than seemly. And guys, I want to thank you for being part of today's discussion. It's really a wonderful topic that I think we'll probably revisit in another show. There's just only so much time that we can devote to a particular topic. Next week's topic is going to be equally as exciting. But you'll have to wait to come back next week to check out Conversations from the Cave. I am your host, Kirk Kennedy, and you have been joined by the wonderful team of BA, Mustang, and NOLA. We so much appreciate you guys being here. Check in with us next time. Again, Kirk Kennedy, Conversations from the Cave.
Conversations from the Cave is brought to you by the Alabama Cornea Care Center, Northern Alabama's first irregular cornea, keratoconus, and scleral lens referral center, specializing in the management of degenerative cornea disease and complications resulting from refractive surgery. For more information, you may visit them on the web at alabamacorneacare.com. The Alabama Cornea Care Center, helping patients see the light of the world. Conversations from the Cave is a production of the Provox Media Group. For more information or to share your questions or comments, visit our podcast Facebook page by searching Conversations from the Cave. The views expressed on this program are the personal beliefs of the panelists and do not necessarily represent the beliefs of the Provox Media Group or its sponsors. Join us next time for more real talk from real men. Conversations from the Cave.